Hello students, welcome to our today practical lab session. So dear students, in our today lab session, we have learned regarding MS PowerPoint. So dear students, what are the various content that we are covering today? I can tell you one by one. So in our today practical session, first of all, we have learned regarding introduction to PowerPoint. Then we have learned regarding how to start MS PowerPoint, then how we can modify the presentation, also how we can formatting the presentation, then working with graphics and chart, how we can delivering the presentation, how we can work with multimedia, and also how we can print with the help of MS PowerPoint. So dear students, now we are covering this topic one by one. Our first topic is what is presentation. So dear students, basically the presentation is the process where we are presenting the content in front of the audience. So suppose you have given some specific topic and you have asked to make a PPT and present that specific topic to your teacher and someone else. So for in that case, the presentation can help us to present our content to a specific audience. Now dear students, what are the different presentation application to make a presentation? So dear students, these are various application just like PowerPoint, Flash, OpenOffice Impress, Apple Keynote, Photoshop. So these all are application packages that are used for presentation purpose. Then we have covered basically what is MS PowerPoint. So dear students, basically the MS PowerPoint is a application which is used to present the data, and for that presentation we are taking the help of electronic slides, and these slides contain text, pictures, graphics, tables, sounds and video. So this is the description regarding MS PowerPoint. Then dear students, basically there are three features that you have to remember while you are working with MS PowerPoint. Our first feature is Office button, second feature is the ribbon, and the third feature is quick access toolbar. So dear students, also I am mentioning numbering to these features. So on with the help of this numbering, you can see the number 1 in the image for Office button, number 2 is for the ribbon, and number 3 is for quick access toolbar. So dear student, basically what is Microsoft Office button? So the Office button perform many of the functions that were located in the file menus of older version of PowerPoint. So dear students, these are various functions of Office button just like new, open, save as, print, prepare. So these are the various function. Then we have ribbon. So dear students, basically what is an ribbon? The ribbon is the panel at the top portion of the document. So you can see this is our ribbon, and the ribbon contain home, which includes slides, font, paragraph, drawing and editing. Also just like home, we have insert option, design, animation, slideshow and view. So these all are the content of the ribbon. Then dear students, we have quick access toolbar. Now what is quick access toolbar? It is a customizable toolbar that contains commands that you may want to use. Okay, it basically contains commands that you want to use. Okay, so here with the help of arrow you can see this is our quick access toolbar, and these are various options that are available. Then dear students, there is also another feature that is mini toolbar. So dear students, basically this toolbar is displayed when you select the text or right click the text. So here you can see this is our mini toolbar. So also in MS PowerPoint we have slide views. So you can see we have varieties of views just like normal, slide shorter, note page. So these are our views in MS PowerPoint. Then dear students, we are covering how we can create a presentation. To create a presentation, first of all, we have to click on new button, or we have to click on blank slide. So dear students, in this slide we have multiple ways to start a new presentation, just like a blank slide, a template, an existing presentation, or a word outline. So dear students, we can learn these methods one by one. So our first method is, if you want to create a presentation, first of all you have to click on office button. So dear students, in office button you can find option that is new. After clicking on new, you can click on blank presentation and also create. So it will create a blank slide for you. Then we have second option, that is template. So these are pre-designed format. So dear students, how to use a template? First of all, again you have to click on office button, then click on new, and after that you have to click on install template. Okay, and click the template that you want to choose. Then dear students, we can also use the option that is existing presentation, and if you want to use existing presentation, first of all you have to click on office button, then new option, and at last you have to click on new from existing. So you have to browse the existing and click on the presentation. So this is the way how we can start from existing presentation. Then also we can start a presentation from a word outline. How? First of all you have to click the slide where you would like the outline to begin. Then you have to click new slide on the home tab and click slide from outline, and after that you have to browse and click the word document that contain the outline. So this is the way how we can create a presentation from a word outline. Then dear students, how we can save a presentation? If you want to save a presentation, you have two choices. Number one is save as, number two is save as. To save a document, you can click the office button and click save. Then dear students, sometime you can also use another option, that is save as. So to use save as, you can click on office button and click save as. So dear students, also you can add a slide in PowerPoint presentation. How to add a slide? First of all you have to select the slide immediately before where you want the new slide, and then click the new slide button on the home tab, and after clicking on this button you can see the new slides will appear. Then dear students, also you can add slides. Okay, similarly if you want to add slides, then this is the second way, where first of all you have to select the slide immediately before where you want the new slide, click on new slide button on the home tab, and also click reuse slide, click browse and browse the file After that, you can locate the slideshow and click on the slide to import. Then dear students, you can also apply themes to your presentation. To apply themes, first of all you have to click on design tab. Then you can choose any one of the theme as per your requirement. So this is the theme option that is available under design tab. Then dear students, you can also apply new colors to a theme. To apply new color, first of all, you have to click the color drop down arrow, and after that you can find a color set. Then you can click create new theme color. Okay, this is the way how we can apply new color to a theme. Then dear students, also you can change the background style of a theme. To change the background style, first of all you have to click on background style button on the design tab. Okay, so this is the way how we can change the background style of a theme. Okay, then dear students, we are covering our next content, that is how we can work with content in MS PowerPoint. So dear students, here first of all we have covered how we can enter the text. To enter the text, first of all select the slide where you want the text. Then click in a text box to add the text. Okay, this is the way how we can enter the text. Then dear students, how we can add a text box. So first of all you have to select the slide where you want to place the text box. On the insert tab you can click on text box and click on the slide and drag the cursor to expand the text box, and after that you can type in the text. So here we can learn how we can add a text box, and here we can learn how we can enter the text. Okay, then dear students, we can learn how we can formatting the text. So to format the text, first of all we have learned how to change the font typeface. So dear students, if you want to change the font typeface, click the arrow next to the font name and choose a font. Remember that you can preview how the new font will look by highlighting the text and however over the new font typeface. So dear student, this is the way how we can change the font typeface. Then we can also learn how to change the font size. First of all, you have to click the arrow that is next to the font size and choose the size as per your requirement. Then dear student, also you can click the increase or decrease font size button to change the font size. After that we can learn various font styles and effect. So dear students, basically these font styles are some predefined formatting option that are used to emphasize the text, such like bold, italic, underline. So to add these to the text, first of all you have to select the text and click the font style option, which is available under font group of the home tab, and then selecting the text and right click to display the font tool. Okay, then how we can change the text color. To change the text color we have to follow few steps, just like first of all select the text, then click the color button included in the font group of the ribbon. After that we are highlighting the text and right click and choose the color tool. Then dear students, we can select the color by clicking the down arrow next to the font color button. So in this image you can see how we can change the text color. Then dear students, we can also change the paragraph alignment. To change the paragraph alignment, first of all we have to click Home tab, and then we can choose the appropriate alignment for our paragraph. So dear students, you have these four options available to change the paragraph alignment. Our first option is for to align left, then center, to align right, and also we have justify option available for alignment. Then dear students, we can learn how we can indent the paragraphs. So to indent the paragraph, you can do the following. First of all, you have to click the indent button to control the indent, and after that you have to click the indent button repeated times to increase the size of the indent. Okay, so this is the way how we can add indent in the paragraph. Then dear student, also we can change the text direction. To change the text direction, first of all we have to select the text, and then we have to click the text direction button on the Home tab and click the selection. You can see in this image with the help of arrow. Then dear students, how we can add the content. To add the content, first of all we have learned bulleted and number list. So dear students, basically if you want to add bulleted and number list, first of all you have to select the text that you wish to make a list, and you have to click the bulleted and number list button. Here with the help of arrow you can see this option. Then dear students, we have also another option for nested list. So what is nested list? A nested list is a list with several labels of intended text. To create a nested list, first of all you have to create your list following the direction above, and then click the increase and decrease indent button. Then dear students, we can learn how we can formatting the list. So if you want to formatting the list, first of all the bullet, image and numbering format can be changed by using this bullet or numbering dialog box. So dear students, how? First of all you have to select the entire list to change all the bullets or numbers, or place the cursor on one line within the list to change a single bullet. Then you have to click the arrow next to the bulleted or number list and choose a bullet or numbering style. So here you can see in this arrow we are mentioning the bullet or numbering style. Then dear students, you can also add video to your presentation. So if you want to add video clip, first of all you have to click the movie button on the insert tab, and then choose the movie from file or movie from clip organizer. So this is the way how we can add movies to the presentation. Then dear students, we can also edit with the help of video option. So for that you have to click the movie icon and then click on format tab. After that we can also add the audio to our presentation. So if we want to add the audio to our presentation, first of all you have to click the audio button on the insert tab, then you have to choose sound from file, also some sound from clip organizer, and you can also choose the sound from some audio track or record sound. So with this way you can add audio clip to your presentation. Then dear students, you can also edit the audio option. How? First of all you have to click on audio icon and then click the format tab. So now dear students, we have learned regarding graphics, how we can add graphics to our presentation. So first of all, if you want to add the picture, you have to click on insert tab, then click the picture button, browse to the picture from your file and click the name of your picture, click insert, and to move the graphics, click it and drag it to where you want to insert. So if you want to add picture, main thing is that you have to click on insert tab, then picture button, select the picture and click on insert option. Then dear students, we have learned how we can add clip art. Again, if you want to add clip art, click on insert tab, then click on clip art button, find out the clip art, click the clip art and move this graphics where you want to place it. Similarly, dear students, you can edit the pictures and clip art. So, if you want to add a graphics to the presentation, an additional tab appear on the ribbon and this tab has 4 groups just like adjust, picture style and arrange and size. So these 4 options are available to edit the picture or clip art. Then dear students, we can also add a shape. To add the shape, you have to click insert tab, then you can click on shape button which you want to choose. Okay, so these things are available in this image. Then dear students, also you can add smart art. So here, if dear student, first of all, we have learned what is smart art. So basically, it is the features of Office that allow us to choose variety of graphics, such including flowcharts, list, cycle, and processes. So if we want to add flowchart, we can take the help of smart art. So basically, how we can add smart art? First of all, you have to click on Insert tab, then click on Smart Art button. After that, click on this smart art that you want to choose and click smart art. After that you can drag this to the desired location in the slide. So this is our way how we can add smart art. Then dear students, we can learn how we can use table in MS PowerPoint. So dear students, if you want to create a table, first of all you have to place the cursor on the page where you want the new table. Then click the insert tab of the ribbon, click the table button on the table group and you can create a table one of the 4 ways. Number one way is highlight the number of rows and column. Then click insert table, enter the number of rows and column. Also, you can click the draw table, create your table by clicking and entering the rows and column. And last option, that is click Excel spreadsheet and enter the data. So this is the way how we can create a table. Then dear students, how we can enter the data in a table? So by placing the cursor in the cell where you wish to enter the information, you can start the typing. Then dear students, you can also modify the table structure and the format of a table. How? So if you want to modify, first of all click the table and notice that you have 2 new tabs on the ribbon. First tab is design and second is layout. So dear students, in design tab you can choose table style option, table styles, draw borders and if you want to format the table, then you have to click the table and then click the layout tab on the ribbon. With this layout tab, you can do view grid lines and properties, insert rows and column, delete the table, merge or split the cell, increase or decrease the cell size. Also, you can align the text within the cell. So these are possible with the help of layout tab on the ribbon. Then we can learn how to insert table from Word or Excel. So if you want to insert table from Word document or Excel sheet, then first of all you have to select the chart, click the copy on the home tab, then go to the MS PowerPoint document where you want the chart located and click paste on the home tab. Okay, then dear students, what is chart? How we can add the chart in MS PowerPoint? So Dear student, basically charts are used to present the information that is contained in the worksheet in a graphical format. Basically in MS PowerPoint we have many types of chart, column, line, pie, bar, area and more. So if you want to view the chart, you have to click on Insert tab on the ribbon, just like indicated by the arrow. Then dear students, how we can create a chart? To create a chart, you have to click on Insert tab on the ribbon, then click the type of chart you want to create, insert the data and label. So this is the way how we can create a chart. Then how we can edit the chart data? To edit the chart data, you have to click on the chart, click the edit data on the design tab and edit data in the spreadsheet. Now how we can modify a chart? So dear students, once you have created a chart, you can do several things on this chart to modify it. First thing is that you have to click the chart, drag it another location on the same slide, or you can copy it to the another slide, and also you can choose the desired location and click the paste. Then dear students, you can also modify the chart size. How? Click the chart, click on any of the corner and drop and drag to resize. You can also modify the labels and titles. How? First of all, click the chart, click the layout tab and choose the appropriate label to change. Then dear students, we can study what are slides effect in MS PowerPoint. So dear students, basically first of all we have learned slide transition. So what is transition? So these are the effects that are in place when you switch from one slide to next. So dear students, if you want to switch from one slide to next slide, so you can see multiple effects and these effects are known as transition. So if you want to add transition in this slide, first of all you have to select the slide that you want to transition, then you have to click the animation tab and choose the appropriate animation or click the transition dialog box. So this is the way how we can add transition. Then dear students, we can also adjust the transition. To adjust the transition, first of all, you can add the sound by clicking the arrow to the transition sound. You can also modify the transition, okay, by clicking the next to transist speed. Okay, so dear students, also you can apply transition to the all slides. How? You have to apply transition to all slide. You have to click on apply to all button on the animation tab. So whenever you are clicking on apply to all, the transition is applied to the all the slides. Then dear students, also we can animate the slide. To add animation effect, you have to select the object, click the animation tab and click custom animation and click add effect and choose the appropriate effect. Then dear students, we can learn how we can preview the animation. To preview the animation on a slide, you have to click on preview button on the animation tab. Then dear students, we can learn what is slideshow option in MS PowerPoint. So if you want to see the slideshow tab on ribbon, okay, and how you can use this slideshow option, then first of all you can preview the slide from the beginning. Sometime you can also see the slideshow option by clicking on preview the slideshow from the current slide, and also you can set up the slideshow. So basically this can identify that how from here our slide can be started. Okay, yeah, from here we can see the preview of our slide, either it is from beginning, either it is from current location, or also we can set up the slide show. Then dear students, we can learn how we can set up the slide show. So here you can see these are the options that is available to us. So Now dear students, we can learn how we can use printing option in MS PowerPoint. So if you want to use printing option, first of all we have learned creating speaker notes. So dear students, speaker notes can be added to allow you to create notes for each slide. To add speaker notes, first of all you have to select the slide, click the view, click note pages, click to add note section on the screen and type in the notes for that slides. Then dear students, how we can print a presentation? So if you want to print a presentation, there are many options just like slides, handouts, note page, outline view. So these are the various options that can help you to print a presentation. How, dear students, how we can access the print option? So if you want to access the print option, first of all you have to click on Microsoft Office button, click print, and in the print dialog box click the arrow next and to print what, and choose the format and click OK to print. Then dear student, also we can check the print preview. To check the print preview, you can click on Office button, then cursor to print preview, then you can click what you want to print, but you want to print preview, and after that you can click on print. Dear student, you can exit the print preview just like click the close print preview button. At last, we can learn how we can package a presentation. So dear students, there are many times when you want to package a presentation with all of the additional file that are attached. To package a presentation for a CD, first of all you have to click on Office button, then click on Publish, and after click on Publish you have to click on Package for CD, type a name for the CD and click Copy to CD or copy to folder. So this is the way how we can package a presentation. So dear students, thank you. This is our today practical lab session where we can learn regarding introduction to MS PowerPoint, and we can learn various topics regarding MS PowerPoint, where we can learn regarding introduction to MS PowerPoint and also how we can use the Office button, how we can use the printing option, how we can use the animation option, how we can use the effect option in MS PowerPoint. So in our today's session we can learn regarding multiple things in MS PowerPoint which is related to the sometime chart, sometime tables. So dear students, thank you for joining our today lab session.